After Thragg kills Oliver Grayson by piercing his chest, and Invincible decides to retaliate by simply exploding the neck of Thragg's strongest son, Onan, Thragg's daughter Ursal becomes furious, and while she gets her revenge by killing Adam Eve, Thragg takes advantage of Mark being distracted and in the same second rips him in half, then quickly leaving the place with Ursal. However, while Eve eventually unlocks 100% of her powers again and manages to resurrect both herself and also Mark, Thragg was already preparing for the worst, knowing that soon they would go to war against him for what he had done. And even though Ursal wasn't in the best condition to follow him, now shouting at her father for him seeming not to care about his son's death, Thragg for the first time seems to show a bit of empathy and calms his daughter, saying that he did care. So now he could prepare Ursal to lead his massive army of children that he created. Even though deep down she knew he didn't truly care, Thragg and Ursal then continue conquering planets together. But while they even reach Battle Beast's home planet, Mark finally convinces his father to join him and Alan in this war, and together they capture one of Thragg's sons, then releasing him to follow the boy back to Thragg's secret base, officially starting the final Viltrumite War. Thragg then sends his entire army against Omni-Man and Mark, and even though they are surprised by the absurd number of children Thragg had, most of them were actually just exploding and dying while trying to advance against Invincible and Omni-Man for still being too fragile compared to them. And now with Ursal watching all her siblings dying non-stop, she tries to convince Thragg to stop that war, but just to get immediately shut down by her father. Mark and the others then retreat as part of a plan to lure Thragg closer to Earth, and as soon as they get close enough, Omni-Man summons all the other pure-blood Viltrumites who were living hidden with human families on Earth, and they quickly obey their emperor, joining the war by surprise coming from the direction of the sun. However, since Thragg had already thought this would happen, he quickly releases several Ragnars that he captured, since they were the only creatures capable of really hurting the Viltrumites. Both sides then enter a final battle, and after during the fight, Anissa sacrifices herself to save Adam Eve. She asks Eve to tell Mark that she was sorry for what she did to him before dying for good. However, the moment Thragg splits Nolan in half, leaving him to die slowly, Mark becomes completely enraged and immediately goes all out against him, making Thragg start throwing his own children at Mark as projectiles and consequently leaving Ursal heartbroken, who now just orders her siblings to surrender, arguing that their father didn't care about anyone. And after Mark takes Thragg to the sun, and the two keep fighting each other with everything they had, Mark says that Thragg was always destined to lose because he never had anything important that gave him strength to keep fighting. Unlike Mark, who loved each one of his allies, now revealing that Rex had sent a robot to protect him, giving Invincible the advantage needed to win the fight, which ends with Alan rescuing Mark and leaving Thragg behind to be destroyed by the sun.